And what is the concept of cyber crisis management plan? Earlier, we have also seen that thing that this is the we have to prepare for, respond to, and begin to coordinate recovery from a cyber incident. So this is the whole about. We have to be prepared for whatever crisis is going to come, how we can respond it, and how we can begin the recovery process. And it covers different type of crisis. What are the nature of crisis? How the different threat possible targets are there, different kind of threats are there, and how we can respond to that. And this field, cybersecurity, is technology intensive and it is ever changing. So we have to keep update with the things, and we can update our whatever plan is there on a regular basis. So we will see the nature of cyber crisis and contingencies. What can be the what kind of threats can we see in our scenarios. Like first thing is that targeting, scanning, probing, reco of networks and IT infrastructure. This is the very first thing a hacker targets, means searches for any vulnerabilities in the system. So he will scan the systems, how he can enter your network, how he can enter your devices. So this is the very first process. And the second thing is that large scale defacement of website. We know that this is very problem is going on. We can see that our websites can be hacked. So how we can secure about that thing. Then there is malicious code attacks. Code attacks can be of various type, like virus, worms, trojans, botnets. Mostly they are the same thing, but technically they are little different. Like virus is a malicious software which can be which attaches to a legitimate software and then runs in the background. Worm is there. Worm is a malicious software which can replicate itself in the system. Trojans are there. Trojan software is that is malicious software which can attach to a certain legitimate file which can be non-executable. And botnets are also very problematic because they can take the control of your PCs, the devices, and they can run in the background and can launch attacks to other systems from your system. Then nowadays mobile devices can also be affected, so we have also seen the security from on that purpose. Large scale spam attacks. The spam problem is there. Identity threat attacks, denial of service and distributed denial of service attacks. So denial of service, that your system or your server is inaccessible to the public. So there is a problem. Domain name server attack, applications level attack, your application has been compromised. Cyber espionage and advanced persistent threat. This is a very problematic advanced persistent threats because these are carried out by some very advanced technologically people. So they know all the things and they can surely can hack into our systems and do whatever they want. Then there are financial frauds, threats due to digital payment system. Nowadays everything is going to be digital, so financial frauds are on the rise. Threats due to emerging technology, IoT, big data, artificial intelligence. The technology is increasing in IoT devices or other devices. There the security part is very limited. So, and they cannot also update it over time. So once you purchase it, the security level remains that level. So we have to also look at that threat. Then there are hybrid threat and misinformation campaigns. This is also very problematic because nowadays social media, we can post anything or anyone can post anything, and this can create a very much problems. And in combination with the hacks, they can create a much bigger problem. And finally, there are attacks on the ICS and SCADA systems. ICS industrial control system is there. So this is also very problematic because we know that if a hacker gain access to a company or a certain industrial control system, then they can change the supply line, they can change the production system. So many things they can change. So we can see that what are the critical infrastructures where they are attacking nowadays in the problematic. Like we can see mostly all the infrastructure critical sectors are in danger now. Defense, energy, finance, health, space. Now in health because COVID-19 is going on. Information, communication, broadcasting, transportation, law enforcement. So we are seeing the current trends that what are the cybersecurity threat landscape. So we can see that every threat is currently going to increase, and in the COVID-19 situation, it is increasing exponentially. So in the slide, you can see that different type of threats are there and how they attack, in what part of asset they attack and what is the impact on that. So suppose that there is a malware, virus, spyware, it affect the end user systems, mobile devices, and generally they are used for the data theft or financial loss or some. So we can see that there are different threats. Also, you can here see threats.